Car, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
Continuing then our accelerated schedule, that overtime on Overpass has left us with little time to discuss our next affair. And before we even get to do that one, we have got a special treat for you. It is you guys at home that are now going to be on the big screen in front of you as we take a look at community plays. Myself, Yanko, Chad, have been jumping into this one, which is where you guys submit your clips and we get to take a look at them at some of the best top 5.
It's time, Alex.
Let's do it.
Let's get it happening. This is what everybody tunes in for, our commentary of the community plays. So here we go.
In-depth analysis.
Get ready
to rum. No, I can't say that.
Oh,
No, we split it up. That's right. New Dust 2 here. Lesk from the Czech Republic. There's one to lower
I love
duck.
New Dust 2.
The long cross. There's another nice little one dig. Prepped
like
and ready
this.
for more. Take another, and that's a 3-piece. 4 for the round. And Lesk going for the 5th. What a nice Deagle ace there.
That was actually a good play.
That was nice. I'm jumping on with Kitten Paws
Cheeky
here, who
collateral.
is just clawing at the enemy. They're essentially a ball of yarn at this point, and it's an ace. Go on, Yanko, on, hit some play-by-play.
Old Dust 2, Yanko.
He gets the 1, gets the 2nd, and the 3rd, and the 4th, Alex, and that's it.
Yanko's as good
cold
as
climb.
blue.
Yeah.
I like that type of casting where you just count. 2,
The Desert Eagle
3. Ooh,
penetrates the skull.
Why are we
of
watching the
superb
old Dust 2?
clan. I don't know.
I miss
Rush
the
is the
old.
one that picks these, so if you want to blame someone, we know who to blame.
Must be his mate or something.
Yeah.
Who's number 1? Where's he from? Indonesia. That's what I'm talking about.
This is close to me, Alex. You can take about a 3-hour flight from Perth straight up to Bali. Away you go. Have a couple of bin tanks on the beach, and Storia grabbing frags on Mirage.
I like that. Bit of control. Banging in
Do a
as
couple
well.
of Bintangs.
It's a good beer, mate.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be another one. Deja Vu down, Horizon down, and we finish with Inkling.
How do you know we're finishing with Inkling?
I have no idea.
He's got an Inkling. The one is
I have an
jungle.
Inkling.
But there's a... I'm sorry, but that guy whiffed so
Okay.
bad in connected there. What was that guy doing?
That's a spicy meatball, though.
I think the first play was the best.
What are you talking about? Inkling? What takes that?
You
hands
give him
down?
a foot, he's going to take a mile.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
That was Community Plays. You guys can submit your own clips as well. You'll see the URL beneath us at various intervals. Either way, do be sure to submit your clips, because then we get to shout and scream about your nutty plays.
Next season.
Just the last week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, time flies. The last week of Season 6 Pro League Online stage. Absolutely nutty. Let's jump in then to our next map. We're going to be jumping into train 2 new teams as well. Astralis, EnVy are going to be doing battle, and we're going to have to get this one said and done quickly. Yanko, if I ask for a TLDR, Astralis, EnVy, it's not gone well for the French last time these guys came head-to-head.
No, I mean, Astralis obviously the more successful team throughout the year, and especially on train. It's been a map that they didn't really want to pick so much, but whenever they would have to play it, they were actually very proficient on it. So for EnVyUs, it's going to be a hard task battling Astralis here.
Absolutely. In fact, looking at their head-to-heads, it's actually all online Counter-Strike. They haven't met in an offline environment for the majority of the year. In fact, for the entirety of the year, it was basically all online Counter-Strike. We had ECS, Season 5 Pro League, Season 4 ECS. These guys have not played offline.
Look, mate, that's normally where EnVyUs does their best work online.
Fair.
But we saw them against Big earlier in this week, and they absolutely decimated them 16-4 on this map specifically. So I think if RPK can continue to be that star, look for him at high ramp, pushing out as the T's. He tends to mow down. The problem you have is going up against a team like Astralis, so fundamentally sound. Those gun rounds coming in, day out. And I've been in the office. I've been telling them to look out for their pistol rounds to work on them. They've given me the nod, and they've said, no worries, Chad. So Astralis going to take this one.
Okay, I like that. Just quickly then expanding upon the EnVyUs and Astralis and the way that their styles intersect, you kind of already made it clear that they kind of count on RPK to make plays, right? And you've also made it clear that Astralis kind of just exploit weaknesses of their opponents, right? So it basically, you telling me that the victory from EnVyUs is simply going to be make as few errors as possible, really tight, clinical Counter-Strike in order to try and take Astralis.
True, and some individuals stepping up, right? Recently it's been RPK, but whenever they've had a great result, even on LAN, it's been someone having a great game. You know, they can't just rely on teamwork and everyone doing their own job and that getting them the W. It seems like they're not there yet in terms of team play.
Okay.
We might see a similar thing in terms of flow like we did last night with the Fnatic FaZe game. And what I mean by that is if, EnVyUs come out and they're looking more decisive and they look like they have a better game plan, and then they get around to that first gun round, they have a cool execute that they can use later in the game, you could see them shell shock a team like Astralis early, because normally when you're the better team, you're happy just to play the fundamental brand of Counter-Strike, sit back, do your normal things, and play through the scenarios as they come at you, as opposed to the one dictating and the one really taking the fight. So if Astralis come out swinging and they play like a cockier brand of CS, I think it could be a banger, because the way the economy, EnVyUs loves a bit of a force by here, there, and everywhere. And Astralis Online lately have been opting for more of a loose approach, which I think is something they definitely need in their arsenal.
Okay, it could be a banger. You heard it here from Sponge himself. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have. We're going to go ahead and jump back in with your commentary duo as we prepare ourselves for Train. Our second series of the night, we start on Train with Astralis and Envy. Take it away, boys.
I prefer girls, Alex. I identify as a female, but we are ready to roll. And I think on Train, I hate to break it to you, EnVyUs, going against Astralis is going to be a tough ask.
Absolutely. Astralis have showed some weaknesses, though, in Pro League. They have lost to some lesser teams here. Envy is definitely well-versed on Train. I'm sure they can give them a decent game. But yes, Astralis certainly the favourites here. But I'm reckoning double digits for EnVyUs is certainly possible, and maybe even a little bit more than that. Who knows? It depends who turns up today. We haven't really casted Astralis in a while. We'll see where they're at.
It's actually true. I haven't seen them in forever, it seems.
Yeah, well, we cast them at Epicenter.
That was like forever ago.
Yeah, last, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
But we'll see what they can do here today. Both these teams, I would say Astralis obviously still in contention for the playoffs. EnVyUs not so much. They actually made it last season, if you remember. That was like, they denied Astralis making it to the playoffs and actually snuck in there. Yeah,
it's true. And one of the many reasons why Astralis have yet to win a Grand Slam event. Keep that in mind. We're about to go into our 5th event. Have we had 5 already? I think we've had 4 of the 10 Grand Slams. Again, it's continuous, but still. 4 since it was announced.
Yeah, that's true. The Intel Grand Slam. Let's get into it then,
shall we?
Brought
to you by Intel.
Yes, brought to you by Intel. It will be Astralis with 5 sets of armor here. No real tactics being deployed in terms of smokes or Molotovs here. We'll see what they decide to do. Suggests to me they'll do something quite quick. And together, they send 3 players towards Ivy. One at main entrance. He's already made his way out. That's going to be Glaive. It's going to be a straight rush, I think. 6 XMS to defend.
6 to defend, Dupree going to attack. XMS to Scream, winning out the duels, and it's Scream again to find device. This is all EnVyUs. Get wrecked, Astralis, you ain't going nowhere! Scream takes down Kirby down the round.
It's a clean sweep, not a single kill picked up. We'll see whether they can bounce back. No bomb being planted either. Suggests a force buy will come in. Deagles, CZs. And in terms of the rifles, we'll see what EnVyUs bring to the table here. 1 FAMAS, 1 M4. And no real nades for Astralis here, no smoke. So how do they even get to the bomb site here? Most teams will opt to go towards the lower bomb site. Or B bomb site, I should say. It's not a nuke anymore, Henry.
Little damage to device as he fell down the ladder.
Yeah, it does hurt. On the old knees.
Cartilage in his knees were condensed very quickly and the bones kind of grinded on each other. Meniscus could feel it. His sciatic nerve may even got pulled. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Yeah, pinched, I should say. Hard to pull a nerve.
Well, for now, Astralis waits for that chance to open things up. Scream's going to be pushing around towards Ivy. He finds himself in a spot of Bobber, but does a very nice job. Takes a bit of damage there. He'll be dropped eventually, but that kill won't really find much of an opening for the Astralis side here. They do go towards outside, but XMS ready and waiting to challenge him. It's going to be 1 player remaining. Zipex, he is great at clutches, but this one might be out of his reach somewhat. Got the bomb in his back. Not for long. On the floor now, including his dead cold body.
Staring at the ceiling above him, wondering, why have I done this?
A Scream that opened things up. Nice job. Got tagged up. Dead as he fell back, but that's fine. Full eco now for Astralis. No bombs going down at all so far. It's going to be a difficult first buy. Device did join him on the force buy there. MP9s. 4 of them. This could be a weird bonus round if they keep all 5 players alive here. If.
Well, things looking good for XMS. 4 MP9s is actually pretty ridiculous, right? That's like sweatshop levels of sewing machines.
Yeah, this is... surely they upgrade one of them. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't bother.
Yeah, happy gets an AWP out.
Is that an upgrade, though, really?
Well, you tell me.
If you were to ask yourself, MP9 and AWP, stare in the mirror for a long period of time, I think every single time you would choose AWP.
They actually bring out 3 AWPs. What is this?
Don't worry, guys. I'll upgrade. No, no, you upgrade. No. Actually, after you, I already bought one. Why did you buy one?
In the first gun round.
Because I bought one because you told me to buy. Oh no, this is a bit of an interesting. I don't understand that at all. 4 MP9s. One of them stays up, and 3 AWPs. Okay, fair enough. Whatever you guys want.
Bizarre.
Considering they had a round in hand, I think they were all around like 8K. This puts them into break potential.
They've only dropped 2 kills so far. No, 1 kill. They've given 1 kill.
Yeah, wow.
So there's no need for this. It's an interesting idea. Maybe it was by design. Maybe they've got something up their sleeve here. You can see Scream, the all-seeing eye up in heaven. Let's see if he can...
Expect an early save call if they lose a sight.
Yeah. Happy and RBK with one of the rifles and the all-botching upper. It will be an inside execution, almost certainly now, with all 3 smokes deployed. Molotov on the bomb train, perhaps. Flashes to go in after. Go for a boost and look towards the bomb site itself.
When was the last time you saw a Scream on an AWP?
That's why I'm saying it looked like they were a bit confused. It wasn't him that started with his XMS, and then he threw it over to Scream. So that's why I think it's something that was a bit of a miscommunication.
All right, fair enough. This will be interesting. That's one way to hurt your economy. We talked about French teams struggling with economy.
Yeah, they had the bonus round
That's one
there,
way to do it.
and instead of doing a bonus round, they go for the jackpot round. Every single cent being dropped.
Well, Scream is apparently the best opera in France. RPK, the best rifler might need to be. He's the only M4. Happy does get 1 from range. They have the advantage. Happy misses a shot, but don't worry. There's 2 more ops where that came from. Zipix will get forward. It's a man advantage still on the NV side, but a retake with an MP9 and 2 AWPs. And 1 less. And MP9 at range. Good luck. And second op, third op, whatever op it is. They're all back in the site. Nade goes forward. It'll do further damage onto Zipix. He's on 27. 1 kit for XMS after the bonus round as well. And yet the MP9 still works. It'll give them an AK. Now they've got a real chance against Dupree.
He goes towards the lower ramp. Scream to defend XMS while he goes to the defuse potentially here, but Scream's not really backing him up at all. Doesn't even need any backup, you know? It's fine. Scream can deliver an AWP if he wants. He goes for the MP9 instead.
He's going to do it too. Okay, they got the double up. I was thinking, like, he started to run away. I was like, are you serious? That would be the ultimate troll for your team. Oh, we messed up and bought? Screw you.
Here's the replay of Scream. Double kill on entry. Not too bad. Oh, sorry, it's RPK. Of course. 4-0 for the French side.
I will take that offer, Depop. You owe me now.
We'll be back to more familiar territory, a double AWP setup. That makes more sense. I don't think we'll see that again. Screaming on AWP. Round number 5. Another buy available for Astralis. So that bomb getting planted this time. There's a few kills coming in. Only 2 smokes remaining at the 1 minute 35 mark. That is not good news. Not good news at all. No flashes. Not even that.
Double op as opposed to a triple op, which brings out 2 more rifles because there was an MP9 last time. McGlaive takes down Scream and XMS repeats. Device is there as well. They didn't know. And Device will get forward as well toward the sandwich. Smokes down. Sixer takes out Device. Good shot from Sixer to take out Zipix as well.
Oh, wow.
Sixer takes out Kierby. AWP looking promising. 2 ops still to go, and Sixer assures shots. God's got sandals. Finds 4 kills in the round. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. 4 kills, all of which were pretty incredible shots. Maybe bar the second when they walked into crossover. Apart from that, that was very, very nice. We'll see whether we can get a nice replay of the final shot. That was very good indeed. Jumps over, and that's it. Dupree goes down. He had the advantage there. Bomb goes down, maximum loss bonus. They can buy again, this time a few more nades. That was the problem the last round. They had the clutch and the 2-on-2. No nades to really recover the situation. This time they go fast, trying to change the pace. Here we are, Dupree and Kiabi trying to make their way out of main entrance. Completely shut down, running through fire and smoke. They'll go to a 5-on-3 as quick as that. EnVyUs putting their best foot forward here in the early stages of train.
Unfortunately, too far forward because Zipix walks out to find Scream in the middle of nowhere. Smokes behind him.
Device has mentioned recently he has fallen out of love with the AWP, so look out for that whenever he picks it up this game.
I figured it would happen eventually. He did much better on it than I thought he would do, but let's be fair, he's a flashy player, and I think the rifle suits him. XMS, that rifle suits you, my friend. I like that pink and blue. Brings out the color in your dyed hair. He doesn't have dyed hair. RPK tries to swing around. Glaive gets the shot immediately after, so now it's their advantage. Astralis in need of a round, 5-0, and XMS this time is the one to watch toward the back train.
They've left the bomb at T-spawn.
Yeah, that's not good in a 2 versus 2.
Yeah, especially when... Oh, no, this is shocking.
Wow.
What are they doing? They go for that full commitment, all 5 players, and they leave the bomb there. Oh, come on. Well, Device now, low HP. Let's hope for the best. Pretty obvious play. He runs towards inside. He'll go at the upper ramp. Happy waiting connector. Comes down to timings here. Happy just watching the connector itself, so he'll allow him to at least get in towards the inside area. Device will almost certainly get the plant. It's an open one. He's got no nades and 25 HP. Bomb planted. Happy's aware of the situation. He'll wait for Device to come in close. Spots a shadow. I spotted it on his screen. We'll see if this works out for him. Happy now lets him walk past. Device in a great position to win this one out. He'll get this kill almost guaranteed. Heads the footstep at the jump. Here comes the kill. The thing is, as soon as he gets it, he's going to know where he is. Oh, that's really well done. The instinct to turn around straight away, nail the headshot. So what looked like a complete blunder for the Team EnVyUs side. Oh, sorry, for the Astralis side. Converts into a victory with Device. Lovely play, pushing right down to the back. Spots... Well, here's the footstep towards CD Spawn. Nails that shot, turns around, completely wrecks the player. Getting towards the bomb there. Round number 7 comes in. Double AWP set up again, but weak money. 1 CZ, a UMP. Both teams are breaking point. You can see 2 Galils out and Happy with the first AWP shot. That's Device going down, the hero of the previous round with the AK-47. Can't get it going at all here. And that was the AWP. So, as we were saying, Device has been quite vocal that he doesn't really feel like the weapon for him anymore is the AWP, but was using it at the start of that round. 5 and 4. It's Dupree, technically the second AWPer of the team. Picks it up, he'll go towards Ivy.
Sixer. The AWP. Will transfer back inside. Good shot.
That was really nice. So they baited in an AWP at the upper ramp. RPK was waiting at the ladder. And of course, if the AWP shot misses, you're not going to expect him to push all the way up. The rifle's waiting there. Pushes round, watches the lower ramp in the tight corner. Gets a perfect kill. And this is going to be a harsh reset. Only 2 players surviving for Astralis here. They need to cause some damage to the economy, which is already weak. That's well done by Scream. Fully blind. I'll just be Dupree remaining now. Gets 1 kill, but that's probably all he gets. See if he can find anything more here. That's a great shot. He could actually do something with this. 3 on 2 now. Or 3 on 1. They need to try and keep decent numbers alive here. The money is weak for EnVyUs. If he gets a bomb, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all, but Scream's going to deny it. What an incredible half so far from EnVy. The triple op team will have a double op this time.
And unfortunately, Astralis have to take an eco here.
Yeah, screw Lemony Snicket. That's a series of unfortunate events.
Indeed. They get a force buy. Interesting. Trying to strike when EnVyUs are weak themselves. They've got all the smokes, flashbangs. Set piece required here. Can't run a default. Have to go to the smokes right off the very start of the round. There's no way they'll get opening picks, just CZs. So smokes to be deployed. Bit of a wallbang attempt there. Nothing really connecting though.
Working on that spray control. RPK, shoulder peek, not seen, now is, drops the Molotov, that'll buy some space, but again, they have Happy on the corners, so he distracts and Happy peeks, finds the kill, and we are up 1 man again for EnVy. What an incredible side.
I think Astralis had some more online games earlier this evening. I saw some interesting tweets in them. So,
really? Tell me more.
It was just like one of those really funny not tweet longer, the 280 characters, one Device's typed like why, like a million times. I think I saw 0-2 for them in another league. So maybe not a good night for them.
No, it's really not a good night
I'll
for
go
them.
check it out.
You check it out, and I've got a question for you in the meantime. You can also look up, does a duck with a boner drag weeds? As we get ready for the take on A site. Sixer, a WP. We'll try and spot toward A main. Smokes will go in. They're desperate for the plant. I don't quite fancy that it's going to get that far. It may. They've got the smoke down, and Sixers not able to find shots as of yet. No push out from a main. They're going to try and get in behind the hitch and go for the plant. Happy. Still waiting up on Ticket Booth. They're going to plant high. Still hits it. Not bad. Hits the no-scope. Dupree down as well, and it's immediately onto the fact that KRB and Device are still alive. They've gone beyond, but Device has left the bomb behind and will have to turn around to go back for it.
They split the series with FaZe 1-1 in another league. Casino. That was another round for EnVyUs. A forced buy from Astralis, no bomb going down. They get a couple of kills, but now they are full eco. 7-1, a very good half from EnVyUs. A team that seems to be getting better and better. They have finally qualified for a major qualifier. Missed out on the last one. Didn't win the event. It was actually Space Soldiers that denied them the grand final. Not a huge deal, really. That's just standard prize money. I'm sure EnVyUs boys have got plenty of that. They're fine. They got some reasonable contracts from the glory days.
Scream and RPK, both on opposite sides, both aggressive. RPK, same play. Sixer is still sitting back with the AWP. He's watching toward Ivy, which means he can swing out late and cover off Scream. They've got a good system in play. There hasn't been a lot of aggression toward Ivy, nonetheless, as XMS is still waiting. XMS is quite desperate to tap through. Did it last time as well. Got to get that reloading quick, though, because they're entering at the exact moment in which he switches positions to reload. Scream, therefore, has to walk out, and yes, 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 Scream with all but one headshot.
There's another one.
That's not bad. Gets the ace.
We like aces. There's another one. Money will be okay for Astralis games round number 10. They tried to do what they could with the full eco there. I think they've got one bomb down so far. Oh, they've actually they've had 3. Take it back. It feels like it's been a while. An MP9 for XMS. They could have dropped him a rifle. He does this quite a lot. He's like using the Mac 10 in most of the gun rounds. His teammates could have dropped him a rifle, so presumably he heads towards the pop dog area with the sewing machine. Double orb setup. No orb on the T side. Nice shot from Zipex. Bray to push through the smoke. Finds RPK. Rare advantage for Astralis here. Certainly have been struggling on the T side of train.
Sixer, XMS, screaming happy. The only ones left alive. That negates RPK. He's been looked out, poor guy.
1 minute remaining. We have got 3 smokes, flashbangs here. Happy, been great at the orb so far in this game.
You want a 68?
No, I'm full.
Okay. Happy. Waiting as well. Toward upper, smoke down. He won't be able to see the shot, but he throws a Molotov high so that if they push through it, there's at least damage to be dealt, but they're already planting. More importantly, as Device gets XMS back, that still leaves them in the lead, and as Zipix rotates high and in charge above to take down Happy. Good find as we see Device's position as well. That was for the flank, so that gets shut down immediately.
Probably worth just saving here. The AWP on the retake with no nades, not going to be a thing. Astralis finally get it together. Managed to have an inside execution there. Pushing through the smoke at upper, it was the first kill towards the inside area. Zipex got on RPK. RPK changing his position, trying to get a little bit more aggressive on the upper ramp. Pushing through the smoke, Zipex found him, got the advantage. Towards inside they go, knowing, of course, RPK is one of the primary inside players. Managed to push Happy back, flash him at the very back of the B-bomb site. And it's just Sixer to survive here, which he will do, and that will be beneficial. Money not broken, but not exactly strong for the CT side, so Sixer can drop a weapon if required. Which he will. Drops an M4 over, and they'll be back to a double orb setup here. 8-2.
Scream. Molotovs toward A main. Flash as well. Nade goes over. Zipex will nade off the corner with a Molotov. Down the ramp as well for RPK. He backs off with the M4. Sixer starts it again. He's been so good out toward Ivy. So the man advantage at 8-2. Envy looking to reset. Astralis, I don't think they'll do it in completion. It'll be 1,400. It depends on the round. But we'll see if the bomb play comes in and if there's a save. If required, as XMS up close may catch off Carby. Device there with him, however. So trade potential certainly a possibility, but not even going to happen. XMS finds both. And the bomb down, I'd say we've got a relatively logical conclusion in front of us.
I think you might be absolutely right. XMS has the bomb, but he'll go down. Could have played that a little bit smarter, but taken down by Popdog, probably expecting his teammates to cover that position. One player survives so far, Zipex. Not going to get a plant here. And that will be a harsh reset for Astralis once again. They'll have to force by presumably around this. They'll have 4 AKs potentially, not much more. And the final kill coming in momentarily. There it is. Scream to pick it up. He's got 18 kills so far. 5 of which were full eco spray down, but that's still quite pretty. Money, very low. So, like I said, they can probably get 4 AKs out of this one. There will be 4, but it's 4 spying. Device, what has he got? They can drop him... Oh, he might be Glock armor. Have they dropped him a pistol? Has he even forgotten about? Oh, he's got a CZ on the floor. So 2 CZs, 3 AKs. It's not the worst buy in the world. It's certainly not the best. Lose this one, which is likely, percentage speaking. And we'll have a look what they can do. I'd like to see an execution here. One player going towards Ivy. That's Dupree. He'll be the distraction, the bait.
RPK.
Double swing?
I think so.
Bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, bit of wasted utility considering we're at a minute 11.
So that gives away there's 2 players there. They'll rotate towards outside.
Glave's going to sit in behind the smoke outside. Sixer's ready. Certainly is on the AWP. He's been flawless this evening. Did he just go up the ladder and not even break the window because of the RNG? Yeah. It just completely missed altogether. Yeah, I wonder if it's between the 2. That's not bad.
Oh,
RPK, that's excellent. Finds device. Zipex gets 1 back. Kirby as well.
This is looking like another reset as Kiabi in a 3 versus 1. Got the bomb in his back, has got time to go inside, but that player, number 2, going to be Sixer. He'll presumably go towards inside any second. Apparently he won't. All right, well, they're going to let him plant. That gives him a chance at least. No nades, but a plant going in. I don't know why they're assuming it's definitely outside. They seem to have 2 players by Ivy, 1 connector watching outside as well. There is another bomb site available. Need to hurry up here, boys. I reckon Kiabi can win this. Gonna call it right now. He's won this.
Get wrecked. He may have. He's going to get aggressive as well. XMS is going to walk in. Another headshot. Kirby downed. Scream with a kit. I think he just gets there.
Yeah, it's fine. But still, I really have no idea. They didn't have the bomb down. They just assumed he was coming towards outside. He had 2 players covering it from outside. Watched by the Ivy position. Why have you got Sixer focusing so heavily on outside as well? Got very dicey and very expensive. They still managed to win the round. And with the bomb going down, it's so tantalizingly close to making another buy come through. But 10-2 down, they just need to focus on getting rounds on the board here. They know they could break EnVyUs if they win one of these rounds, but another eco comes in. CZs, Deagle's PD50s, and an outside split with the bomb going towards Ivy. Haven't really got much to bait out a shot. They could go for a run boost, I guess. That's what will happen. Sixer won't even spot it. Oh, and not if they do it like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Why did Kiabi...
He just fell off. Just trickled off the top like a bit of a... One mistake. Look, I'm not that clever. Smoke goes down. That's fine. PG-13. Sixer falls back. XMS. He's going to swing back out. Dupree getting a boost up this time. Just walks on. This is sloppy. What is Astralis doing this game?
Yeah, they've made some real blunders like that. The one that sticks out.
What is the nature of this, David Attenborough?
Attenborough.
How do I say it?
Attenborough.
I was going to say David Suzuki, but you wouldn't know. Carry on.
Yeah, it's been a long night. Matt is starting to go a little bit insane, but we like it. It's all good entertainment. So the run boost.
I'm always insane.
The run boost comes in. The idea of a run boost is you launch one player across. You don't just give him an easy shot as you expose yourself as well. That was a bit of a mess. Well, money's still okay. There was another eco. 11-2 down. Orb comes out of the device. He hasn't really done much for that, has he? He's had one decent clutch, but 6 kills in total. The Orb hasn't really been a factor for Astralis. They haven't got much done with it at all. EnVyUs, who would have thought they'd be up by this sort of scoreline? And another shot. That's just too easy for Sixer. No Orb is going to miss that. There's no flashbang coming through. There's no
what is
bait
Sixer's
out.
total right
Must
now?
be close to 20.
Okay, you actually want to know? He's only on 10.
What?
Screams
Well,
at
there you
21, but it seems like every time we see Sixer, he's just nailing shots.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Draining threes like Reggie Miller. Smoke down Glaive, trying to creep into the site, desperate at this point, ultimately.
That's good,
Pull
though.
it back. Kiarby's got actually now. Okay, XMS is there. I was gonna say now that Kiarby had the other kill, that could have been so good. Happy hits the shot on Zipix, and it's all down to Kiarby.
This is round number 14, remember? He's in a 3 versus 1. This is where EnVyUs could become a little bit sloppy. You think you're having such a good time, huge scoreline, but they still hit the shots. 12-2. And it's going to be 4th stage loss bonus, no bomb going down. Of course, Astralis have to buy here. Looking like to be a 13-2 half. But Astralis always seem to pull these sort of rounds together. We'll see what they can do here. CZs and 1 AK. Bit of a utility to work with. And they have looks off the mark tonight. Like some real basic errors, like even the bomb and T-spawn in a 3-on-3 situation. They did win the round thanks to a 2-on-1 clutch from Device, but that could have been lots more simple for them. Final round of the half. Kiarby with no nades, the only player with an AK here, no head armor, just a note. Means that only really RPK has an advantage in that sense. The other two have AKs.
Scream. Holding on inside. Double op. Remember when this started with a triple op and we thought, oh, their economy's going to get wrecked and their half's going to fall apart and everything's going to be in shambles and burning and Astralis will win the half? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Astralis just don't really look like the same team today. Oh, that flashbang. Hate to see that. Backside execution. Not a huge factor, of course, but that's a factor. Sixer hits another brilliant shot. He really is on point tonight. 5-4, the execution comes through. They've lost their only AK, picked up by Dupree. He needs to find a good performance here. Bomb planted, that's some good news, but maybe the only bit of good news they get. Happy going for the wild no-scopes in the smoke there. Device and Glaive start to find frags. 3-on-3 now. It's the CZs that are delivering the goods. Deagle can't replicate that sort of form, but the nades certainly can. Not quite. That's going to be it. Another kill. And like I said, Astralis always seem to find these sort of rounds right when they need them. They're going to be winning this round almost certainly here. Device finishes things off. So a strange scoreline. Sure, it's CT side of Train, but Astralis, a very strong Train team usually, can't really get much going at all on their T side. Can they bounce back? That is the question. It will take a pistol round in the second half, but they're certainly capable. Find out after the break.
Well, we're back on train, and things are not exactly going as expected. In fact, not even close to as expected, if I'm completely honest with you. 12-3, Astralis, Envy, not in that order. Envy are the team with 12.
EnVyUs with 12. Win the pistol, pretty much game over. Astralis with a lot of pressure on them here, and they're not known to be a team that does very well on pistols as of late.
Yeah, it's too much John Cougar, not enough Kim Mitchell.
Exactly. Whatever that means. As we get into the second half. And we'll see whether Astralis can bounce back here. CT side map, and they need a good start here to sink their teeth into it. They're definitely capable. It's not over yet. Although it looks pretty grim, a world-class team can always bounce back. 4 sets of armor, Glaive yet to buy. Looking at their more tactical execution here from EnVyUs, which remember, Astralis had just 5 sets of armor, got completely wrecked. They didn't find a single kill on their pistol. We see 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs, a Molotov, a P250, all sorts of weaponry as we head into round number 1. One player pushing the inside round. That's Zipex. He's feeling brave. That's like a one and done position. Gets one. Down he goes.
XMS immediately takes out Zipic's device, watching as they walk in toward lower. He can't quite get the shots at range, but in a 4-4, they're fine because he can start to push up and watch the upper position on entry, and they've slowed the approach of Team Envy.
That's fine.
Fine for now.
Envy haven't used their utility yet. They've got a 4-4, which we always say, especially on a map like Train, certainly favours the T's. They just want to wait for any sort of CT reaction here. The most natural setup will be 2 and B, 2 and A, one of which is a player and connector. That's Kiabi, who can obviously switch between the 2. They will be going for an inside finish from what I can gather. That's where they're going to go originally. They can keep going with that. Still got the smokes. We know Happy has got some interesting ones. I think we had that as a top tip today.
We did. Here's a tip. Don't fart or don't sneeze when you're taking a piss.
Okay, that's good advice.
Thank you.
Sage advice.
Device. Backs off. He's blinded up. This will give the entrance back toward the French side. Everyone's in the B site, including that of the bomb. The only one who's not, in fact, is watching the flank. It's Happy, but he'll be able to rotate in as needed, and he may be needed now. Glaive getting forward. Finds XMS. Scream. Edge of the smoke. Sees him climbing, but backs off. Has to. Dupree is getting closer and closer to death. Is Scream as a result. Happy in a 1 versus 4. This was a 4-4 post plant, and it's absolutely been demolished by Astralis.
4-4 from Zipex's initial push. That was the advantage for EnVyUs. Go over that inside execution with the smokes to flashbangs. But overall, Astralis get a much-needed pistol there, and we probably have a game on our hands right now. The bomb goes down. We have a choice to buy up in the second round if we want to. That's a very aggressive move. Most traditional one is get AKs in the next round. It's interesting we haven't seen a single rifle from Astralis. They know the bomb's gone down. I find that very weird that they don't get a single rifle yet. Surely a FAMAS something. Oh, with force buy. There it is. Perfect time for a force buy here. 1 FAMAS, SMGs, pretty much equal in terms of firepower, really. Those CZs in the right situation can go toe-to-toe with the SMGs and then some. Oh, the force buy. There's no need for this, but it's certainly a brave call.
Device backs away. Scream finds the shot on the Deagle. It works, takes him down, and he's left on the ground, wanting and perhaps invigorated for the next round. He'll have to be. His team needs to recover. Just 1 man down. But Happy has such good position inside of the site. Glaive doesn't even realize it. That leaves Kiarbi sitting in the open. He'll get the refrag, but is that even worth it?
4-on-3. The force buy in the second round. I can't believe it. Now they're very uncomfortable. They've lost their rifle. MP9s and UMPs. Zipex flashed. It's got a player behind him. Scream, that is. And he's going to get a couple of frags. It's going to be a recovery here. We'll go towards outside of the bomb. Still a chance, though. Need a decent position from XMS. Going towards connector. Interesting. Okay, he's got a FAMAS as well.
Glaive, good shot. Takes out Sixer.
If he can find 2 more kills here, they'll force buy in the next round as well.
He's got 1 on a platter. Zipex goes down. That's information for his team, but they're both on SMGs. They'll limit XMS with a smoke so they don't have to fight him, but unfortunately the bomb's so close. He doesn't spray. I thought he'd just spray into that. May gets the UMP. Unfortunately, he's going to be a little bit late. It's Dupree that has the kit. No, it's not. It's Dupree who has the kit. Did he not get on it completely?
I don't know.
That took forever.
It felt like an age. Maybe it was just 5 seconds. I'm not sure. It looked like it was longer.
No, I agree with you. That seemed a while, if I'm honest.
So they save a FAMAS. Do they force up around it? That is the question here. I would say definitely don't do that. And they won't. Okay, some upgraded pistols here, and the FAMAS from the previous round. Once he was smoked out there, not really much that the player could do from Connect to XMS, that is.
Glaive, MP9 certainly adds up quickly, does it not? You just love to see that money roll into the bank account like the day you bought Bitcoin for $2.30 a coin.
Well, there you go, not really working out there for EnVyUs. The FAMAS gets 1 kill, that's about it. Lots of money to work with here, though. 12-6, 3-0 for the French side. And we'll see whether Astralis can hold them off. The wolf for the door. MP9 for Glaive. Seems to be a versatile weapon on train, lots of close range positions you can hold. All part of a device. Been quite quiet, the weapon so far. Let's see if we can start stepping it up.
Smoke down. Bottom of the ladder, Scream goes through it toward Dog. And hot diggity dog, Glaive only gets one of the MP9. It's RPK after that to follow up. And now it's down to just our boy Zipper.
That was a little bit anticlimactic.
Here's a tip. Don't get your tip caught in a zipper.
Not really a tip, is it? You're not helping with the situation. You haven't given a...
I'm saying don't do it. Good Molotov, good read as to where he is.
It's not like a life hack, though, is it? Like, if you can
Well,
say,
that's not all tips are life hacks. They're just reminding you of the obvious. Like, don't fart in a spacesuit.
It's RPK. 3 kills for him, outside execution, pretty simple one. They managed to find the 13th round here. 3 in a row for Astralis. The money should be okay. They did take quite a lot of damage in the second round force by. But EnVyUs now coming in very close to taking this first map. We have got 1 more to go after this. It's going to be a long night. That triple overtime did set us back a little bit. We're trying to catch up. RPK just lighting them up 1 by 1. All the AK kills, 2 of which are headshots. And we'll get into a bit of a force by situation for Astralis. They do get enough to get the AWP out, but there's a Max 7 there. No kits, no incendiaries. Device with almost no utility whatsoever.
Almost none at all. He tries to get an angle on the AWP. It's Zipper. Again, that's going to get close up with the Mac 7. Mag 10, Mac 7, they're all the same. Kids these days get in particular.
He'll get 1, but he'll go down.
Might not. Gets, oh my goodness, 2 straight headshots as well.
It's not bad at all. $1,800 in the bag, 2 kills. There's kills everywhere. 3 on 2 now for Astralis. Device starts to come to life with the AWP. We go outside. It's happy that Spots wanted Ivy. He tried to sneak in there before they had a chance to rotate, but we have got Glaive watching towards Ivy. Molotov down, it's Kiabi. And Glaive spots 1, but doesn't want the challenge just yet. Wants to take safe picks, but that's not one of them. 2 on 2. Big round here. If Envy win this one, it breaks the economy of Astralis, but Kiabi could be the difference maker. Has to come around at the right time. Goodness gracious.
My God. Oh my, I can't commentate that. Is James Bardoff playing tonight? 1v1, Happy versus Device. This is about as good as it gets in the Pro League, boys.
He hasn't reloaded. Oh yeah, it's okay. Oh, but still, Kiabi.
Oh. Hands of an elephant on that mouse.
Is James Bardoff playing tonight? Good God.
Welcome to the beer leagues.
Unfortunately, there's no real excusing that. He's got a player in front of him. If he kills him in the first even 2 seconds, like that's pretty much round 1. He gets the kill, but had no bullets to actually get the second. And maybe we can have a replay. Maybe I can give him the benefit of the doubt. If we can look at that in slow motion, maybe I'll try and break it down a bit more. Anyway, force buy from Astralis, 14-6. Same position for Zipix with the Max 7. As we enter. Breaking point for Astralis. Lose this match point. Again, no money into the next round.
Device with the gap in the smoke will sit and watch to see if anyone walks down the stairwell. Zipix up close. You've just rewatched that, I know. Yeah. RPK takes out Xyp9x, so close quarters gone. As we sit 14 rounds for Envy, this could be the beginning of the end. And it's a shot out by RPK and Sixer.
4-2.
Dupree's re-peeking as well. Sixer still watching off with the AWP. It's going to get closer and closer toward long. In fact, he'll control the entire angle outside. So, Sixer, with the smoke behind him, knows the bomb is down at B and expects them to try and save. XMS will cut off Dupree. The last remaining player is probably going to find Sixer in the backside. Maybe not, though. That smoke's there long enough. All right, he gets away. So round done. 15 rounds for Envy. They're on that point.
Not looking too good. Device pretty much just has to save this AK-47. Picked up one by one. RPK finding another 2 frags to add to his impressive tally. Device knows he has to save the AK-47. RPK at 15. XMS at 21. XMS had a bit of a game. 25 for Scream as well. 6 only on 12, but we felt like all the shots he was getting with AWP were pretty impressive. They were high impact, just single kill per round, just opening things up. And 15-6, this doesn't feel recoverable, but they do save the AK-47. That's something. The star player Device needs to show us what he's made of here. Dupree just knows 6 for 17. Hasn't really gone too well for him. Potentially the last round here. Not as bad as I thought it would be, the saved AK. Get a FAMAS out as well. Shotgun, which has proven to be a little bit deadly.
Device goes up. They'll cover off Dupree's entrance. Dupree with the Max 7 this time.
That's ambitious.
That is very ambitious. It is not a real gun.
Yeah. And I would just fall back if you spot that at that range. He's like, well, no, I'm out. Went for it. Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to. As Device falls away from an op shot through the wall. Doesn't want to get caught out. Glaive up close. XMS seems to realize it. Flash out. Doesn't really catch Glaive. XMS pre-firing in with a flash around the corner, goes in, but doesn't. Oh, does see it. And they both stay alive. Somehow, Henry is a duck's ass watertight.
I'd hope so.
Pretty
For their sake.
Pretty awkward if it wasn't. Because I think this game is about to sink. Looking pretty waterlogged on the Astralis side, if I'm honest. Carabby walks up, goes down. RPK gets it. That opens B. Bomb's still way out toward Ivy, mind you, but they've also found Device trying to lurk out in from A main, and as a result, yes, I do agree with you, it is over.
What a game from EnVyUs. It seemed like Astralis with the pistol coming in their favor as a 12-3 half. We thought, okay, they can bounce back here. That's pretty much all they get. Lost the first gun round, and then it was a one-sided affair. It's the final kill coming in. Final nail on the coffin, and the first map going in favor of EnVyUs. What a show they put on there. Scream especially looked great. 6, only what, 12 frags, but the impact he had in the first half, it felt like a lot more. And EnVyUs just a great half of CS to open things up, and Astralis and the T-side looked very sloppy indeed. Not the team we're used to seeing, I would say. They looked a little bit weak there. And I'm afraid that's all from Astralis on train, but they have got a map to bounce back here. A team chomping the bit to get to the playoffs here. And we'll see what they can do the next map after this break, and we'll leave you the analyst desk.